to our house.
Thank you very much. Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't that a rice cooker?
Yeah.
That is
That's a
gigantic.
big boy.
You don't even have to.
Wow.
What is this fancy thing?
Heated floors. So part of the boilers is dries up faster. Yeah.
Such a fancy thing. Well, we arrived yesterday. We got lost.
We got lost at the Seoul station, yes.
Well, we had to take the line number 4, and to go from the train to that line, it was very complicated. But we met like a lot of really nice Koreans that helped us. Every time we looked very lost, they came to us and asked, where do you have to go? And then they brought us to the elevators or the right line or the entrance of the metro. They were super nice. It was really good experience to have warm people welcome us immediately. They also helped us a little bit with the suitcases. It was great. We arrived here in the city. It was extremely cold.
Did you expect it to be this cold?
I mean, I knew that it was gonna be cold. I didn't expect this much. I am used to maybe go to the mountains in Italy and way drier. So even if it's cold, it doesn't feel that cold and it's easy to walk around. In here, it was intense. Are you used?
It could happen that it hasn't been in a long while, and me living in Italy, I got a little bit more used to it being a mild, soft winter, but this is a refresher. A refresher of those kind of temperatures.
If we ever go back to Hamburg during the winter, I have to expect this kind of cold.
Hopefully not.
We had a great experience with the guest house because the floors are heated.
Yes, the floors were heated. The lady was very nice. Sat with us for like an hour, showing us all the different food places she recommends in the area. Helped us set up the app. What is it called?
Neighbor.
Neighbor, yeah. Very useful. Immediately to a Korean fried chicken place.
The thing that surprised us was chicken plate was pretty cheap. So we were like, oh, maybe we can order many things. But actually, they came with a huge portion.
Yeah.
That was amazing, but
It was
very surprising.
like a party platter.
A party platter, yeah, it was
Party platter.
amazing.
Also good quality, like really good quality. Like
Yeah.
It tasted amazing.
Today we're gonna visit our friend of 10 years.
Is it more countryside?
Looks pretty modern.
It to be a little bit more spacious.
2-story building. Well, I don't know if it means bigger or if it develops in height.
If it's in the countryside, maybe it's a little bit more, I don't know, traditional than recent built.
I don't know, I'm
I
very
have no
excited.
idea.
First Korean house that I've ever been to is the guest house we're staying in right now,
Which is beautiful.
which is beautiful.
She never told you?
I didn't really see pictures of it.
All my male friends, when they build houses, that's all they do. Show pictures, talk about construction. Oh, I just renovated upstairs living room. We will see. I'm excited to see her house.
And also interesting to be able to see outside of the town because that is also an experience that I'm excited to do. The capital of a country doesn't really represent how the rest of the country looks like. This way we can have a more rounded idea of how Korea actually looks like.
There it is right here.
Oh my god! Finally! Shit, you're already here.
But should we take off our shoes?
You take off your shoes up there.
So we take them off here?
Yes, it's actually different from regular Korean houses. Yeah. How did you guys arrive? It's too cold outside? What is this weather?
It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was okay, the German says. The Italian says it's cold as fuck.
Well, welcome to our house.
Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, you can see the view. The view is my favorite part.
Oh, this is great. Leo was like, oh, this is supposed to be countryside. Doesn't look like countryside.
I know.
Does this count as countryside? Outskirts of town.
Outskirts, I would say.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's like, let me take your coat. Sorry,
thank you.
I'm such a bad host.
Sorry. This is chocolate.
Yes, Italian chocolate.
Different types of chocolate, and also because it was Christmas, This is the mini one because the big one was too big.
Thank you so much.
I hope they are not melted. It has been quite some time, and
I'll eat it in any form. If it's Italian chocolate. Thank you.
yes.
How was your flight?
Flight was perfect. Actually, this is the first time we use Korean Air.
Oh.
And it was a great experience. Because usually we travel with Ita Airways and there's no leg space. And in Korean Airways, even in the economy, there's so much space. It felt great. The food was also very good.
Do you guys want some water?
Yes,
Sure.
I would love some water. Thank you. Our kitchen is actually smaller than this one.
Is it?
Yes.
So one thing, filtering system, it's connected to the tap water.
Yeah.
And it filters it through. It's called 전수기.
The reason is that the normal tap water doesn't taste as good.
Do you want to see what the tap water tastes like? The water in Seoul is more delicious.
So this is normal water?
Oh, yeah, I taste the difference, yes.
Ooh, yeah.
This is better.
This is better. I
This
know.
is better.
right?
In Italy, it's kind of the same thing. We don't have, but usually we just buy the filtered, like,
Brita.
yeah, exactly. The water everywhere, you can obviously drink it, but
It's also the piping system.
yeah, exactly. Isn't that a rice cooker?
Yeah.
That is
That's a
gigantic.
big boy.
To make sure we can feed a lot of people. I like because it talks to me.
I love that.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Actually, I've made banana cake in here. It's very convenient. Then you can make a reservation for the next day.
I see. Oh, that's great. I would love that. The beautiful thing that I noticed is that the plugs are the same.
The plugs are the same.
Yes.
You can buy any electrical product. Do you guys use gas?
Yes, not in our house because everything is electric right now. Normal houses, yes.
More people use the induction stoves in Europe, right?
Lately is way more popular because
in
it's
Germany,
safer.
I've never seen gas.
If you remove the pan, it turns off by itself. But this one stays on.
No,
you
for
turn
this
them
one, if something happens, if it gets too hot, it starts beeping
Oh, okay.
and it will turn off. It has an automatic risk management system, so you don't
Fancy
leave your house.
technological
Yeah.
thing from Korea.
Is
I
your
see.
oven also?
No. Okay, so that one thing that kind of frustrates me about Korean households usually is that you don't have ovens, because you know the European food is mostly cooked in ovens. So this one is kind of a hybrid microwave and an oven.
Oh.
Usually the ovens, they have the heated thing underneath.
Yeah.
This one goes just from the top.
Oh, okay.
We're just two people in this house, right?
Yes.
Can you guess why do we have such a big fridge?
Okay. I think I saw in a documentary or something like that. There's a specific kimchi. Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So this is the regular fridge. It's not. Of course, we have kimchi here.
Wow.
Yes.
Kimchi soup is here.
I see.
And then here
That
is the golden.
Oh,
This is huge. You don't even have to.
wow.
What is this fancy thing?
So we have different types of kimchi. One is like old fermented kimchi. The other one
Okay.
is regular kimchi. Then pa kimchi, like green onion kimchi.
Okay.
And then we have actually rice here as well. We store it in the fridge.
How much kimchi do you eat?
We eat kimchi every day.
Every day. Okay.
I only saw the ones in the clay pots.
The clay pots, this is the traditional method, and they usually have that in the yard. Doenjang.
Yeah.
They do that in the clay pots as well. That and soy sauce and all the
Gochujang.
sauces. Oh, you know.
Yes, we're big fans. Actually, we found it at the supermarket in Genova, and we were so excited. We bought like 4 cans.
When you have gochujang, you can make a lot of Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I looked it up how to make kimchi, but the right cabbage first,
which is not as easy to find.
Yeah.
Kimchi is the type of like the fermenting process of the food. You can make it with any type of vegetable basically, because they use a lot of vegetables here. Radish kimchi is very popular, much more easy to make. I can teach you a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Okay, shall we move? I'm very proud of our bathroom. When we renovated the house, he did the whole design thing.
Okay.
I'm very proud of his
excited.
work. So this is our bathroom.
Oh, I see. I
Wow.
see.
That's a fancy sink.
That is a very fancy
It was
sink.
very hard to make.
Yeah, I believe you.
One thing that I really love about this one, because usually you have to make sure it's dry dry after you wash. This one, we have heated floors. So part of the boilers dries up faster. Yeah.
It's a fancy thing.
Yeah, it's common
beautiful.
actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I noticed is, well, in all Europe, I think Bulgaria is the same. You have like radiators to heat up the house. Right. But in Korea, as soon as we arrived at our guest house, the floors were heated. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is so good.
It's called ondol. They've used it since back in the days. Like
That is
very
great.
smart,
Yeah. So I would love to have a bathroom with heated floors.
in Europe, do you have like drainage?
No.
In the bathroom area, like where the toilet is, no, and or the sink is, no, absolutely
No.
not.
You have a wet box.
Wet
yeah,
box.
where the shower is.
Yeah,
and
it's all
that's
closed.
completely
Yeah.
closed.
And then you have
Either
the-
shower curtain or door.
Actually, if it gets wet, it's a problem. You're like, oh no, hole somewhere that I have to close up.
It's easier to get the water out.
Exactly. Clean way more properly. Yeah, instead of just mopping, you can actually go
Scrub.
scrub. Yeah.
Sorry, I saw the natural green tea Listerine. That's a local flavor.
You can try it later. Bathroom hole completed.
That is a very fancy bathroom, I have to say.
Is it common Italian houses to have air conditioning?
No, it's very uncommon. It's a very recent thing. Hotels usually have it, but not all the hotels. It depends how new they are. Because it didn't used to be that hot during the summer, at least not in the north. And now it's getting hotter and hotter, so the problem is getting a little bit out of hand. A lot of people is starting to invest in air conditioning. For example, our apartment, the architect is very conscious about the environment, so she didn't even think about like putting air conditioning in, which made it a little bit tough for us. We will see in the future.
That's ours. It's kind of very big because we have like a big space, right? One thing I was very surprised is that some air conditioners here, they only act as coolers. Because back in Europe, you will have like cooler and heat.
Yes, usually you have both functions. Air is so dry.
So dry. Yeah.
And I have a lot of eye problems, so I have to use a lot of like eye drops. Having like the heating on was killing me.
When you get cold, you use your...
Oh, right. You have the
Yeah,
floor.
you have the floor heating. It's extreme emergency. What does it say?
It's okay, we're not gonna die.
Okay, that's good.
Well,
Good to know.
Okay, so it's basically saying that it's too cold outside, and if you can avoid going outside, don't go.
Is it normal, this kind of thing in Korea?
Yes, not only just a natural disaster, but when the weather is too extreme, like too hot, too cold, they always send this type of messages.
Okay. All the cell phones are receiving it because
All the cell phones. As long as you're in Korea, even if you have a foreign SIM card, you will still get it.
Oh, that's so interesting.
so
Wow.
very useful.
It's useful because you never know, because sometimes you can get an earthquake. We also notifications when something happens from North Korea.
Oh, yeah. That is very important.
Is also for people that have dementia and they get lost.
Oh,
so you will, as long as you're in that area, I feel like they use the GPS of your phone. So for example, in our town, someone got lost, right? They're looking for them and they put a link.
Oh, okay.
And then you have their photo.
So if
see
you
them.
see them, you can like guide them to maybe a police officer, or it's very useful. That would be great also in Italy because as you problem with aging population.
Yeah, but
So-
we don't really have.
Usually you don't have alerts, you have a city website that tells you don't go out or flooding. If you go out, you might die. I almost died when I was a child because it happened and they didn't close the schools. So
you went to school and there
I
was
went to
flood.
school and then there was a flood. So now they are way more conscious and every time there's a red alert, they decide to close all the schools. For example, knowing that the schools are closed,
For
me
you as a
being
teacher? Yeah.
oh, the schools are closed. Oh,
I don't have to go to
that's
work.
so bad.
While you're still in bed, you can just go back to sleep.
Exactly. I have a question. Is that humongous thing there your TV?
Yes.
That's gigantic.
The thing is that when we renovated the house, we're like, okay, we need a centerpiece.
That is definitely a statement.
Because we didn't want a very bulky TV, although it's like wide
It's a different material.
material.
Yeah.
So
I can
it's
see
very
it.
matty. Screen, it can just look like a drawing.
That is so nice.
It's connected to the weather, so it changes, like the weather in the picture changes as it's outside. Now, I don't know why it's foggy right now, but when it's snowing here. When it's raining here.
Oh,
So it's very cute.
that is really
Very
cute.
cool.
I love it.
That's fantastic. Let's get that.
I really want that now. I don't know where we could put it. Our house doesn't
New
really.
house, new TV.
New house. It's sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a great plan.
What is growing in your garden?
That is
Basilicum.
so nice.
We have a lot of basil, chives, and also you can use it for Korean barbecue because they have this thing called sam.
Okay.
It's like
Oh,
of a
with
green leaf,
I
any type
see.
of leaf. Usually it's
Lettuce?
Lettuce, yes.
Yes.
Lettuce?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
usually lettuce, and then you put your meat, garlic,
Yeah,
and other
oh.
sauces. And then you make it a wrap.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
We have to try that.
Yes.
Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes, we can have
Oh.
that.
Perfect.
Okay, and this is our bedroom. It's kind of small. It's like
It's okay. I cannot touch it. So for me, it's perfect.
it's kind of common for Korean houses to have lower ceilings. It's easier to heat them.
Ah, that's smart.
Makes sense. Also because the heating is coming from the floor, so it's going up. And if you have high ceiling, well, we have that problem in Italy a lot actually. Ceilings at that time were very high because the area was very fancy. Marble on the floor, fancy stuff on the ceiling, and having high ceiling was a sign of like a very
big status,
yeah,
like high status.
exactly. The problem is that it was so cold
Yeah.
because the heaters couldn't. Like, Seoul is not really high in the, like it shouldn't be
It's
that
almost
cold.
the same as European.
kinda, right?
Yeah, the weather should be similar, but I think we're a peninsula,
it's a peninsula,
so
yeah.
because of the
And the ocean is there.
ocean.
Like I'm used to the Mediterranean Sea, so the weather is a little bit different probably. I was talking to Leo about that. Like even when you go to the mountains in Italy, usually it might be very cold, but actually you don't feel it because it's very dry. So it doesn't really go into your bones.
Really, what is that?
Can you guess?
I mean, I guess it's to eat.
Okay, you're close. Yeah.
For soup. To make something.
Ancestor ritual.
Oh, okay.
Household when there's just one son, like in our case, he's supposed to do that, and that's
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
But what-
so it's to present the food. It's not actually to eat it.
presented, and then you do some prayers, and then at the end of this month we are going to do that. I will send you a photo. It's a lot of fruits, a lot of specific food, fish. Tiring process because you have to prepare from the day before. You need to buy all the certain products. So a lot of Korean people are kind of not doing it.
Okay.
Not everyone does it. Even in our family, like my husband was like, we don't need to do it. I like, this is Korean tradition, this is your history, so I love to do it, and it's kind of fun for
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
With the help of my husband, he's a very great cook as well. Are you hungry?
Yeah. So where are we going?
You'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.